there's range, and then there's Jessica Chastain's filmography. A Juilliard-trained performer who has conquered both the stage and screen, acted in mega-blockbusters and indie passion projects, and starred in two separate biodramas centered around famous women named Tammy. Chastain has carved a name for herself over the last decade as one of Hollywood's most committed and versatile artists. Given her predilection for letting her work speak for itself, we'll keep the intro short. Without further ado, here are the 15 best Jessica Chastain movies and TV shows, ranked. The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby. 2013 to 2014, one of the most uniquely structured works in Chastain's repertoire. The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby contains 3 films in one: him, her, and them. Written and directed by Ned Benson and clocking in at 5 hours and 24 minutes of cinema released separately during 2013 and 2014. The overarching title refers to her character as well as the iconic Beatles song off 1960's IXS Revolver. A story of loss, grief, and the difficulty of existing amidst all the lonely people. The films follow the relationship of a married couple, Connor Ludlow, James McAvoy, and Eleanor Rigby Chastain, from 3 different perspectives: his, hers, and theirs together, which takes the first 2 movies and edits them into a linear story. Also starring Viola Davis, Bill Hader, Isabel Huppert, and William Hurt in supporting roles, The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby received some light criticism for its heavy-handed dialogue, which is easily overlooked thanks to the strength of Chastain and McAvoy's respective performances. Where to watch The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby? Amazon Prime Video. George and Tammy, 2022. Chastain's career may have started in television, but her best TV role came in the recent Showtime series George and Tammy. A biodrama following country music stars George Jones and Tammy Wynette. The show reunites Chastain with Michael Shannon over a decade after their powerful work in Take Shelter, 2011. Based on the book The Three of Us, Growing Up with Tammy and George, written by the couple's child, Georgette Jones, the series follows both singers' careers as well as their tumultuous 6-year marriage, with both actors doing their own singing. In an interview with EW, Chastain says that while they felt scared about the project, working opposite each other provided a sense of security, and her effort did not go unnoticed. She received a Golden Globe nomination and won the SAG Award for the role. Miss Sloane, 2016. In the cutthroat world of political lobbying, ethics are often left at the door. But in the political thriller Miss Sloane, Elizabeth Sloane Chastain discovers there's one guideline she can't cross. After her lobbying firm is approached by a gun manufacturer to rally against a proposed gun reform policy, Elizabeth switches sides and agrees to support the bill. Employing all the ruthlessness that has made her one of the most formidable minds in politics, she soon discovers that her opponents are just as cunning as she is, and are willing to stop at nothing to kill both the bill and her career. Armed only with stilettos and one-liners, Chastain shines as a morally duplicitous, Nietzsche-esque legislative assassin for hire, playing the policy game like a chess match that she refuses to lose. Featuring a supporting cast of characters designed to showcase the full spectrum of DC virtue, Miss Sloane is a more realistic house of cards fronted by a protagonist whose motivations remain murky until the very end. Take Shelter, 2011. A rumination on marriage, commitment, and mental health, Take Shelter is a psychological thriller told through the eyes of Curtis LaForge. Michael Shannon, an Ohio man who works in construction, is deeply in love with his wife, Samantha Chastain, and is a devoted father to his deaf daughter, Hannah. On the surface, Curtis seemingly has it all. But as he begins to suffer from a series of apocalyptic visions, he struggles to identify whether the storm he foresees is really coming or is the result of his family's history of mental illness. A modern American epic, Take Shelter is very much Shannon's movie, but his triumphant performance as the deteriorating Curtis wouldn't be possible without Chastain's Samantha. With financial and medical problems crushing the family from all sides, she refuses to give up on her husband, and the film's climactic and open to interpretation ending is a true testament to the strength of their romantic connection and partnership. Interstellar, 2014. Before Oppenheimer landed in theaters with the force of a 180-minute-long explosion, Interstellar was Christopher Nolan's longest film ever. And the director packs a lot of sentimentality into his 169-minute sci-fi drama. Set in the year 2067, a group of NASA scientists travels to space to investigate 3 planets that could potentially host humans as a worldwide famine sweeps Earth.